Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is Bowling with Domingo, and I am Domingo. And this, I'll say right up front, this is probably going to be one of the most boring videos yet. So here's what we have to do. Here's what we're doing. As right-handers, the most single common leave for us is the 10 pin, the single pin on the end. And I talked about this in previous videos, and any good bowling coach will tell you this. You got to practice your 10 pins. You got to pick them up. It means a lot to stay clean if you can. And so I have taped up, I got my shoes on, I still have my shirt, this shirt on. I haven't thrown anything yet. I'm 100% cold, and I brought 2 spare balls with me. And I've been, I don't want to say struggling, I've been experimenting with different ways to shoot my 10 pin, whether it's like the regular release, that you do, and then it's got a little rotation, or you want to flatten it out. I'm trying to flatten it out. They say to remove as many things out of the equation, variables out of the equation as possible. And so if you're just rolling it end over end, well, then it doesn't matter what the oil is. And I was using my strike ball, rolling it end over end, but I know that it's reactive, and so when it hits the dry, it may wiggle a little bit, and it may cost you. So I brought 2 spare balls out, and we're gonna do this, an entire game of just 10 pins. So feel free and skip this if this is not gonna be very exciting. I don't even know why I have the score up there, because who cares about the score? You're just shooting 10 pins for the entire game. And I'm probably gonna do 2 games of 10 pins. So lately for me, I've been standing 39, which is, as you know, the lane's only 39 boards wide. So I'm standing all the way to the far end, 39. I'm gonna try going end over end. And I am looking at 22, 23 at the arrows. First shot. And that's not bad. Okay, good. They also say when you get to the center and you get your shoes on, you get taped up, you get all ready, your first shot, don't go 100%. Like anything, you want to warm up into it. And so I'm not warmed up yet. I'm trying not to go 100%. I'm not trying not to whip it like crazy. But okay, we don't have a 10 pin there anymore, but I'm still aiming for it. End over end. And I can't tell if I would have got that or not, but that's okay. Second spare ball. Haven't used this in a while. Standing 39, looking at 22, and that's 24 or something like that. Yeah, good. And let's continue. Do it again. Repeat. Standing 39. Let's see if I drift at all when I get to the end. That was like 25, and that's good. No. There's 39, and there's my heel. So, I mean, I guess I drifted half to the left. Let's get this other spare ball. Standing 39. Another thing is that I've noticed, and advice that I've been given is when your head shouldn't be kind of like herky-jerky as you're moving. It should try and be steady, and now we start descending. That's another thing that I can work on as I'm throwing these 10 pins. Flat hand, standing 39, looking at 22, 23. 20. Yeah, that doesn't count. Another thing that Coach Marty told me, your balance arm. He doesn't want the balance arm to get any further than the shoulder. He doesn't want it like way back here, because then you start pulling to the left. And the other thing he told me is your follow through should be more up the front of your face. My follow through was kind of like this. I mean, it feels weird to go like this up the front of my face, but I'm going to try it. And like all things, Ben's back there making me laugh. Okay, like all things, try it. And if it works for you, use it. And maybe if it still doesn't work for you, keep trying it and see if you can make it work. Okay, 19. And yeah, I would have missed that one as well. So the balance arm shouldn't get any further than this. You know, you just don't want it pulling your body to the side, and then the follow through the front of the face. All right, I'm getting warmed up. Let's continue. Stand at 39. My last two shots were a little too far right, so let's move our eyes a little left. I'm still looking at 22, 23. That was like 22, and yeah, So, I'll share with you that another reason I'm inspired to practice these 10 pins is that on my last league night, I had a good series, but I left a few 10 pins that would have, well, as we know what open frames do to us. Oh wow, that's still to the right, man. All right, so I'm not doing very good right now, but that's okay. It's a process. That's why we practice. Let's try and look at 25. My last 4 shots have been a lot to the right. Let's look at 24, 25. That's better. Good. Oh, that clean. Look at that. So maybe for me, eyes 25, knowing that I'm going to overshoot it a little bit to the right. Practice. Whatever works for you. Again, I have this flat hand thing going like this, as opposed to like this. I'm just broken wrist kind of set up. 25. Yeah, that was 25. I might have missed that if it was really there. So that time I looked at 25 and I hit 25. All right, continuing. Stand at 39. Looking at 23. And that's 23. Clean. Look at that. Clean 10 pin. Another thing I heard about 10 pins, another word of advice, throw it hard, throw it fast. I'm not really throwing it very fast. 16.3, actually that's right on par of where my normal strike ball is, so maybe I am throwing it a decent speed. I'm getting out of breath already. Here we go. It's 25. I missed it. I would have missed that. It's okay. Let's continue. And again, not the most exciting YouTube video, but I want to put my money where my mouth is, and I want to show you that I do this too. And so should you. That feels good. 23. Clean. So we all know this about social media and YouTube. It's a lot of people putting their best foot forward or their best face forward. You know, and I understand you want to highlight the positives. But practice like this isn't very, I don't know, it's not very sexy. It's kind of mundane, but this is what it takes. 23. There's your 23. Clean. So, yeah, now I don't know how many YouTube bowlers are going to show an entire game of them throwing 10 pins. It's not very exciting. Although for a bowling nerd like me, I would watch it. Okay, here's another thing. My typical hand position when I'm getting the strike set up, I tuck this, I move this pinky finger in. I used to tuck it too, but now I'm just going like this. And this one's kind of spread out. For spares, I'm wondering if I should just spread them out even further and kind of do that as opposed to this with the little finger. Let's try one like this way, with the finger spread out. Let's see what happens. Experimenting. Standing 39. Looking at 23. Let's see if I drift at the end. Oh, 20. I missed. I drifted 1. Okay. Let's continue. Looked up at the score. Looking at 23. Follow through across the face. Good, 23. That was good. Clean? Almost clean. That felt good. End over end. Now let's work on some speed. They say hard and fast at the 10 pin. Okay. Standing 39, looking at 23. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why I brought 2 strike balls. So I don't, I'm used to waiting for it. I'm not used to having 2 spare balls. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Let's continue. $23. Oh, that's way bad. That's probably gonna strike. That happens sometimes. Okay, that was the worst 10 pin I've thrown so far, but that's okay, man. We're practicing. Yeah? I don't know if I would have hit that. Okay. Short video. Yeah, why am I looking up at the score? Okay. A whole game of 10 pins, and guess what? I'm going to do it again, but I'll end this video here. This is all rudimentary stuff. It's basic, it's boring, it's not very exciting to watch, but it's necessary. And those of us who are good at anything that you're good at, really proficient at, chances are you just didn't start that way. You got that way through practice or through repetition or being clunky and awkward and kind of being bad at it at first. And that's okay. Okay, thank you for hanging with me. 10 pin practice. I'm warmed up. I'm going to do it again. Speak soon. What the heck was that?